I was choking so bad, I coughed so hard, not to be gross. I had a sharp pain in my balls. Like a really sharp pain in my balls. I coughed so hard. I was very... It was something I didn't want to feel, okay? Stranger danger, bad touch, not happy about it. It's Monica, she's planning against me. I'm just gonna take 1 second. I'm gonna mute the mic, I'm gonna cough, and we're gonna continue on our quest. Yes, it was really necessary to share that morgue. It was hilarious, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Ooh, thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? I keep burping. I can't. No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm not sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Jeez. Thanitose! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica, we're gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glow sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Oh, it's so cute! Even when I'm choking to death. Ah! I'm sorry, it's very unprofessional. But I'm okay. This honey tea has worked wonders otherwise. Other than, you know, being a choking hazard. Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Oh, are you going with Thanitose to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. You're cock-blocking me for now, sister, but I'll get to him eventually after I murder every single one of you. Oh, sorry. See if you could find poster paper too, okay? Okay! Ready, Thanitose? Yep, let's go. And then we're off! Oh, we're outside now. Yeah, we exit the classroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Thanitose! You're not thinking about it the right way at all! It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them! Exactly, it's about really getting into it. Yes. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that! Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Oh, he knows! He knows! He's watching me on Twitch! I am actually watching myself on Twitch to make sure everything's going smoothly on that end. Looks great. I'm not gonna lie. The freaking face. What? Pinch your cheek. You meaty! I'm sorry. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. Maybe it will be time for a tone change for Sayori, unless you guys enjoy this. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing! But I guess
That means I'm doing a good job.
Distracting you from your inevitable fate. Yeah, I guess so.
Ah, I'm so excited. The festival's gonna be so much
fun. Zori spins herself around the hallway again. I don't know if I like them talking about the festival so much. It seems a little much. A little much.
Hey, Thanitose, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayon!
Oh my god. Ah, every cute thing you say literally stops me. It's giving me goosebumps. Like, it's too cute. It's too unnatural. Who do you work for? Who is she? Zori pulls out a box full of crayons. A New York accent, huh? That's weird.
They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
I dropped one by accident. Smack! Kya!
Get pimp slap, we're trying to focus here, and you're playing with crayons? Ooh! Zori bends over and smacks her head right into the shelf, and dies. The end. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. You okay?
My forehead! My eyes are literally V's, what do you think?
Sayori clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Oh my god. Those are some nice crayons. Sayori slowly raises her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow!
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Aww. Oh man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Thanitose.
Where would I even find ice around this time? Nah, I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to.
I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
I'm fine with looking like a unicorn, eh?
Even wincing from the pain. Sayori makes a silly joke. What about a sunshine? It's the bow. It's the bow. It's the bow. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Oh no. Pat Sarah on the shoulder and run out of the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. Just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Oh, okay. I was really worried. I thought something was gonna go down. I was like, oh my god. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. That's so cute.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of... That is a really weird looking bottle of apple juice. Looks like beer or something. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Did it shift your bow? Do I need to move it back in place? Are you okay? Is your brain intact? Are you all there? Are you okay? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Thanitose. This kind of reminds me of you growing up, doesn't it?
Yeah, what do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways.
Oh, that reminds me of me. I was a little dork.
Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did.
It was the other way around for me. So. Anyway.
Sometimes when I tried to do things I wouldn't get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying
really freaking hard.
And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying.
Thank you for this backstory.
It was almost like you blamed yourself and we were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that? I mean, I wouldn't know. Because I'm not you, Thanitose.
Yeah, you don't remember?
I don't think of it. Maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time too. If I wasn't rushing out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Thanitose, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other
people.
Even after all these
years.
You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being
clumsy.
You're really a
sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. Guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. They're escalating the plot, ladies and gentlemen. They're escalating the plot. Before I even knew it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Thanitose, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this
forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that, so it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, hasn't it? Right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
It's the bump on your head, sweetie. It's the bump. Calm down. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. In her eye. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. That's the one time of the year you freaking hurt yourself. I'm doing a lot. I don't want to disturb you. I'll leave you alone. I just want to leave you alone.
Guess we should get back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know.
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. She's gonna know I pimp slapped you. She's gonna know. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again from the mild concussion she has suffered. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Yeah, jeez. Ooh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyways, let's go. Yeah, boy. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ooh, baby. You're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. So your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf.
She said it so triumphantly. Look at this face.
It's like, yeah. Headbutt. Headbutt.
Dots. Yeah, exactly. Dots. Yeah. See? She understands. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed?
Uh-huh, I have it right. Eh?
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. Wow. What a gentleman. Wow. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Thanitose. Ah, well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
You sure did. You sure did. Bye, K-Blue. Yeah, that. Okay, alright. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Okay. So, who do you want me to do first? Huh? What do you want me to do first, huh? You want me to do the Yoris, See how, yeah, you like in the Yuris, and see. You want me to do the Sukis? Ooh, you like them Russians? Oh, yeah. You want me to do the Monikas, an evil mastermind puppet master, hmm? You like the Siori? You like the Siori? You like the childhood boyfriend? Hmm? Hmm? It's all up to you. It's all up to you. Like the Yuris? Like the Monica? Like the Suki? Thanks, Ryder. Thank you so much, man. Come back if you feel interested. We'll be here for a while. Excuse me. I see many votes for your... Alright, Yuri it is. I feel like I'm gonna disappoint Yuri, though. Ah, is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Thanitose. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Siori's, perhaps? Well... Now, this is a story. Oh, I guess you could say that I thought so. I'm happy for you. Oh, she's so cute. Look at that. Oh, she means that too, doesn't she? You don't need to find inspiration in my poem. Oh, no. It's not it at all. I write them for myself. Can't I have a little of everything? Can't I just be a Flavor Flav? Can I be like a... Can I be like a fruit ball? Thanitose, you already are a fruit ball. Shut up, Timmy. Not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri! Yeah? I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because your styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I'd probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. Oh, trust me, they are mine. I'm not doing this just to romance the one girl. I'm choosing what I want to choose. Believe it or not. It's just nice. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods, timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pavolial conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. Feed myself. Weird. Someone's got an addiction, and it's not me like it should be. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep it to myself. So I sometimes enjoy bringing about that middle gear. Oh. Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, Black-a-chan, and people would make fun of me.
Don't you have anything like that, Thanitose? I would never make fun of you. I would never read your voice in a solid snake tone for 58 viewers. Never. Never. I would never. I'm on your side. Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. Best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. That was an experience. So weird urges, huh, Yuri? You're not so... I don't know. Innocent-wise, Yuri seems like she should be the most innocent, right? Because she's so shy. But she's two people. She's a different person when she gets serious. You know, her true self. And then her nervous self. Those are red flags. And then we've got the angry lolly Russian. And then we've got Sayori, who's a kid. And then Monica, the evil puppet master. Yeah, alright. So let's do Sayori. It's always the quiet ones who are the freakiest. I thought so.
Thanitose, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so...
Yeah? No way! Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki's the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Ooh! 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 Dang, man. Way to make the moves, big guy.
Eh?
What is this, Crash? Whoa! Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. God, jeez. Am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure, even the little things.
Like cooking?
Let's not talk about that.
So...
Whoa. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feeling through you than I can through myself. See, that's interesting that you say that because I'm not even real. And you're probably more real than me, even though we're both not. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting into my business all the time.
Eh? I don't know if I understand.
Sigh. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Aww. And then steal the bow. Yes!
Hey, I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Oh. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Thanitose, will you give me your poem? I kinda wanna keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because, well...
I wanna shove it in my bowl! It's the first time you've written something for me. Exclamation points. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Sigh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we get home.
Really?
Snap!
Ah! I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arms and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot all about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp.
Like the lid of a cookie jar.
Oh, no. Remember, when she writes, she has to be a different person. So we gotta be... we'll just do calm and collected. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. There's more. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles, deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks, crannies. Digging, scraping, and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo. Inside my head. Holy crap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was hoping that you would say something. I am keeping it PG-13. You're the pervs here. I'm just snickering. I'm just snickering. Delicious. So, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better.
1 second. Say hi to the stream.
Halakamai!
Should have let the dogs out. Sorry about breaking the ambiance there.
It helps. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get a bit ahead of yourself. Zori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki. I'm so sorry. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ooh. Aha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh, you think so? Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. You're mine. Oh! Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Yuck. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Whoa. Yeah, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. Is that foreshadowing? You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. Delicious. Alright. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. I lost my... Ugh. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start talking to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She is gross. The world is better off without the spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? Flex your muscles. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It could be anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think that people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Oh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you see Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. People shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well... I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Ugh. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. How can you feel insecure? You're Mother Russia! And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday, so I killed her. Kill her dead. Got to replace Russian spy. We're watching you, Thanitose. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style's really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that! I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Grazie. See, okay, so I'm not looking in the chat, but I hear talk of more, spoilers. I'm going to, like I have been doing, bare minimum, not look at chat at all. Because you guys are little troublemakers. Anyway, it's time for Mr. Fugu. Hi again, Thanitose. How's that writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that! As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to show what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Dots. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably, maybe. Who knows? But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? And then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. It's just, I'm just teasing. Oh, Leviosa. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. Oh. How did you know? That, I mean, I am. I'm talking to everybody. How do you know? You can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything. Yes, you are! I've been saying that the entire stream you've been paying attention. You know that! No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now, saucy boy. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless... Load me. Load me. Load me? I just met you, babe. I don't want to load you just yet, alright? I like you, alright? You're pretty cool. I know you're into me, but I don't want to. Alright, well, I'm definitely thinking about you. No, I'm on you. We're not always who we are at face value, are we? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I write the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Like your face. I'm on you. Or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Are you trying to divert what you were just telling me? Huh? I see you. Anyway, here's a Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your... I don't like it that you just broke the fourth wall. You never know when you might change your... I'm already changing my mind playing this game, boyo. When something unexpected... Listen! Every sentence has blown my mind this game. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Aha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much! We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Yori's been working in poster, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that is great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica?
Yes, we're going to have a poetry performance! Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too, even if they suck. Sarah's putting in all the posters, putting it on all of them, everyone, any of them, in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sarah, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't really start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did, because I'm the puppet master. Did you think it was a bad idea, puppet? Don't make me put you in the closet. Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to perform in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No. Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry, but someone had to move the plot along. But, yeah, exactly. I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones who's responsible for the fate of this club. I don't like these words they're choosing. Fate. When we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons,
and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in the club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do, because I've got the strings here, baby. And if it all takes standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Suri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Suri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Dots. Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with.
Yeah!
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? What about you, girl? Play with your hair over there? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else, expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice.
Yeah, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. It's going to be the death of you? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, don't reveal it to the protagonist now, alright? You'll be fine. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way.
Monica,
this is too sudden. Well, you can't recite your poem in front of the club. How do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course you can, sweetie. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room, while she soul-gazingly stares at me for the rest of forever and always. Oh, bye, Razor. Have a good one, man. Have a good one, buddy. More than that, her inflection is pristine, almost like a work of art. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Here is an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Monica. Haha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Ooh, Yuri fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. You can do it. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes. She starts reading the poem. After image of a crimson eye. Just moments ago. She practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? There's a gun up to her head. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation, and I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Thank you. Good. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Yuri hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I giggled.
Oh, my... So cute. It's adorable.
Him.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Oh! Try not to let her think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself like in front of a mirror in your head. And your poems will come out the best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery, like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori. Even Thanitose liked it.
I guess that's a good sign.
I just want your bow, man. What does that even mean? Yes, it came out nicely, Sayori. Good job. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading, like a knife to your chest.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like a knife to my chest. That's why I've been practicing that kind of thing. The knife to my chest is kind of embarrassing. The
next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next, Natsuki? Don't make me go before Thanitose. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Thanitose lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Wow. Dang.
Suki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Help me recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Pity faps. Pity faps, I got those. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alrighty then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat, makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... It's called, Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Yeah. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath, then she jumps, and then it's over. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sore attitude shower disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm to it. Rhythm and rhyme. There we go. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, so they give life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. Yeah, everybody, yeah. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about it. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Everyone! Okay, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, well, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this. Alrighty. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sakes of the club and impressing Monica. Why Monica? Why? But why? Then I'll have to do my best. Why do you like Monica? Ready to go, Sayori?
Yeah.
Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of normal, isn't it? Yeah. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Thanitose, you don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I'll walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Dots. Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? That's all, you were asking loaded questions there. Kind of putting me on the spot here. I would walk home with my girl. Yeah. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly,
Thanitose. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it. She wanted it so.
Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure it out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. She knows something. kind of a weird thing for Sarah to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh, baby. Oh! Okay, babes. I'm gonna let my dogs in, use the restroom, and we will choose more things. I hope you're enjoying. This is a lot of fun. Be right back, babes.